About 3 p.m., the councillors and the technical staff are boarding the bus ahead of the long-awaited trip to Soroti for a benchmark study. All members on board and the driver starts the engine only to realize that Mzee Kaija, the councillor representing the elderly, is not on board and the bus can't leave such a senior citizen. The drive through Kiryandongo town is made in sight of Mzee Kaija, the senior citizen. Minutes later, he surfaces and the driver eats the Kiryandongo Guru highway up to Kamdin for a first stopover and refreshment. At Kamdin, the driver eats the Kamdin Lira Soroti Road. At around 8:30 p.m., the bus enters Soroti town and members agree to assemble at Soroti District Local Government Headquarters the following day at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. of the following day, and members have already woken up and having breakfast in preparation for the long-awaited day to learn and study from the experiences of Soroti. The bus arrives at a restaurant a few minutes later and honorables board to the agreed meeting point, Soroti District Government Headquarters. The team is led to Soroti Municipal Council, mistaking it for the Soroti District Headquarters. The driver is asked to drive back and find the actual location of the district headquarters. It is 8:30 a.m. The team is already at Soroti District Local Government Headquarters waiting for the hosts. The team found a different story in Soroti regarding the arrival time of both the technical staff and the district local government executive, who started arriving in intervals at around 9:30 a.m. as opposed to Kiryandongo district, where the staff arrives at intervals between 7 a.m. early and 8:30 a.m. late. Later on, after about 1 hour of patience by the team from Kiryandongo, the district speaker Soroti arrives together with his deputy, who led the team into the council hall where they hold a meeting and discuss experiences. Inside the hall, it was a jovial moment as both the host and the guest district speakers were...
This is my first time here. For some of these, it is the second and third time, but for me it's my first time. And I think I've loved the place. I think what has been really exciting is that you also have a speaker who is a PWD like me.
Minutes later, the host and the guest chairpersons arrived as people exchanged pleasantries and did self-introductions.
The speaker wants to see us.
She wants you to look at her. She wants you to look at your face.
Also, I remember the dance.
This is Godwin, the district youth council.
You will meet your fellow youth. There now. You meet your fellow youth.
Mwanyanya Hadija, district councillor for elder person.
By the name Yanguma, district
Next.
After self-introductions, the host chairman, George Michael Ekunyi, took over the stage and welcomed the team from Kiryandongo district.
Was a member of parliament and I was a mayor.
The guest chairman, Charles Mota, was humbled.
And Mr. Chair, I'm really humbled because I have had a number of district tours. It's very rare to get this chairperson. Very rare. You get the speaker or the vice. But I'm really humbled that you have been there for us. And whenever we tender in our request, you don't let us down. I would implore on the team that we have come with, please, this is benchmarking.
Jane Akirol, the Principal Assistant Secretary, Soroti District, representing the host Chief Administrative Officer, moderated the meeting and called upon the different heads of departments such as production, health, and finance, in which Kiryandongo was interested, to come and discuss their success stories and projects. Soroti District Production Officer explained how the district does production and later led the team to a demonstration irrigation scheme set up by the National Water and Sewage Corporation to benefit the youth and women groups in Soroti District. The irrigation scheme is powered by a solar system which pumps the water from the dam to the tanks where it is later pumped into the pipes for dripping. To avoid contamination of the water in the dam by the grazing animals, special dams were constructed to provide water for animals. From the demonstration irrigation scheme, the team headed to Soroti town for lunch.
bablasting bakole emirimo kukola.
Their tanks and the reservoirs of the town are up to the water.
They can never fail to have pressure.
They can never fail. The
At this very point is where the team parted, as one went to tour the hospital's private wing and the other visited Omodo Farmer. Unfortunately, the lens controller could not attend both visits and had to concentrate on the hospital's private wing. On the request of Dr. Godfrey Kisembo, the medical superintendent of Kiryandongo General Hospital, Dr. Okadi led the health team to Soroti Regional Referral Hospital, where we find Simon Kisabagire, the principal hospital administrator, who was suspicious of what was going on after realizing that he was being recorded on camera.
What are you doing, sir?
However, upon introduction and identification, the hospital administrator Simon Kisabagire briefed the team and later inspected the hospital's private wing and the newly constructed staff quarters.
So you can't say, let's go back to you find yourself, maybe you want to take up what is maybe what is a little lower or a little higher. So you have to do many like that when you apply and the board usually plays a role in applying these kinds of mistakes privately. That's why I'm saying supplies. We would of course speak from the main store and then but it's not allowed. Yes. So as a private wing, you also have to prepare to supply private medicines. And now when you're billing that patient, you bill including medicines and all what has been done on the patient, the nursing care, the surgery, and so on and so on. So we have many private pharmacy there, which is operating. And it is supplies are direct from the suppliers, either clinical stores or we procure from the local pharmacies and stores. But
Dr. Godfrey Kisembo, the medical superintendent of Kiryandongo General Hospital, says the private wing at Kiryandongo is doing well compared to that of Soroti, but the challenge remains limited structures as opposed to Soroti Regional Referral Hospital.
We have come up with a bigger infrastructure which is going to very fast enhance their expansion, which for our case we don't have. For us, if we want to bring in new services on board, it's going to be a very big challenge for us. Right now we are planning to institute private, specialized clinics. We want to open a dental and eye clinic. I'm still wondering where am I going to have space, but for that, it was a very bright idea to move to a bigger facility, expand, and we have already even labeled everything. Is very good, and that and the boat equipment, so I think they are going to be faster. And then the other thing is them being able to attract some of these projects, which is a high volume, like these projects which are attracting high volume number of patients. Here from the words of the administrator is voucher. Everyone is talking voucher. Seems it is a hot cake which is generating a lot of revenue. We just need to manage well and benefit from that. But what we can learn from this is we need to attract some of these projects. Let's bring more projects. Then of course what is very clear is the ambience of the environment, decent curtains, and this is because most people who come to private facilities, many of them are well-off people. So they don't want to see a very big discrepancy from home to many of them want to transfer a small home in the hospital. So when they come and find such, and for them being a regional referral, they have those opportunities for development grants, which for us as a district, as a local government, and the general hospital we don't have. So we need to see a way we work within our means. But if for them if they really manage well.
Charles Ntairoke Amoti, the district chairman Kiryandongo, commended the administration of Soroti Regional Referral Hospital for ensuring cleanliness of the hospital. He says that Kiryandongo will think of adopting the mechanism used by Soroti by hiring private companies to clean the hospital.
One, they can start with their staff because most of their staff are under medical insurance. But where do they give their services from? Get somebody from Panyado goes up to Kigumba Medical Center, goes to Karuma, and yet we have this facility. I think we should also invest in them. And when those opportunities are there, because we have ever had a lot of referrals from the camp to Mulago, and yet we can have those people referred to the private wing. And in terms of administration, really we're a bit ahead. The human resources list, we are not bad at all. If we can just strengthen, then we can move.
After a long day of study and interactions, the team parted for refreshment and rest at their respective hotels to await travel back to Kiryandongo district the following morning. It's about 8 a.m. and the people have started assembling to board the bus while others are having breakfast, but the lens controller gets interest in finding out from the honorables about what they had found out and how they hope to improve service delivery in the areas they represent.
I'm Baguma George, the man, district councillor, representing Chikube.
Honorable Baguma says mindset is important towards development and intends various meetings with his people so as he can change their mindset.
Issue that is challenging my people mindset. They don't want to persist.
And how do you intend to change that mindset for the betterment of the community?
Now, what I intend to do from the lessons I have learned from Soroti here, I intend to have continuous meetings with them, sit with them, tell them, and even show them. I want to give an example.
Adija Mwanyanya, Honorable Councillor representing the elderly, is taking the gospel of chicken rearing.
Kiryandongo district representing town council, the chicken rearing. This chicken rearing, I'm going to make sure when I go back, I will find those who are interested in chicken rearing. I will be giving them advice.
Honorable Adija, have people in your community tried to do poultry before?
There are many people around.
Did they progress or the project failed?
They are progressing. Some are not progressed because they didn't know how to take care of these chickens. They usually die before they are taken out.
Honorable Winnie, the youth councillor, says poultry and fish farming is the way to go for the youth in Kiryandongo district.
Nyangoma Winnie, the district female youth councillor. I represent the young people of Kiryandongo district. We visited Soroti. We come for a study tour in Soroti district. Actually, I've learned a lot of things. First of all, I want to talk about the agriculture. We are gone where they are keeping the animals, chicken. The youth doesn't want to come up.
The youth don't want to engage in agricultural activities. That is a general issue, not only in Kiryandongo but even elsewhere. But what strategies do you have to compel the youth to engage in agricultural activities in Kiryandongo?
Actually, if they don't want to maybe to concentrate on agriculture, Like for example, if they don't want to go for maybe for farming, they can even choose like to go for poultry, they like even to go for this fish farming, and some other many things that can even come out, like even keeping the animals, doing other many things that can even change their life actually.
For women in Masindi Port, Honorable Gladys Ayugi is bringing the gospel of agriculture so as she sees you prosper like those women in Soroti.
I am Honorable Ayugi Gladys, female councillor representing Masindi Port sub-county in Kiryandongo district of Cyprus. And they are doing so well really, compared to possibly our Kiryandongo district. So even the poultry rearing, it was so interesting that the chicks were so nice to look at, and they are being well fed. And the other thing is goat rearing. They are rearing the goats so well, and their health is good. So, as a female councillor of the Masindi Port sub-county, I have the pleasure, if I go back, to at least sensitize my women, since I'm a woman councillor of the Masindi Port sub-county, so that they take interest in agriculture, so that they also develop like Soroti district.
We met various groups whereby one Ajai youth group, Ojakai youth group. So after reaching the universal systems, I had a talk with the PPO of Soroti municipality. I was asking him how the group members were doing their irrigation system, doing the farming.
The district which actually thought it was to bring us to Soroti. We have learned a lot, best practices in farming, most especially in harsh conditions. And this tour came at a time when even the district thought of beginning one valley dam system. And this is what we came to see, the valley dam system. The valley dam irrigation system is really working well here, and I would urge the district to go relief and with our farmers. I, as Helen, I will make sure I go and sensitize my farmers in Boyale Town Council to continue putting much emphasis and efforts in growing of orange.
Ellen, representing Boyale Town Council, you're telling us that you're going to sensitize the people of Boyale Town Council such that they start planting oranges. And we are well aware that most town councils are limited by land. And how are you going to deal with the planting of oranges within the town?
Boyale Town Council is comprised of 4 wards. There are those like the people of Chapgingo, Silver, and then Adago. We even have some farmer like Honorable Kurkol who started farming of citrus, and it's doing well. And the other side of the Boyale Town Council having in Mr. Somde, he has also started that system of citrus production. And others will follow. But as for Boyale Town, I'm going to sensitize women on poultry farming.
Joan Kunihira by name, District Female Councillor, representing Kigoma Town Council. And we saw how it was being done. Though the management was not proper on the side of the projects, it was a very good project. It was a good idea which was initiated. And if at all we are to borrow this technology, we take it to Kiryandongo. Our people are always very active, vigilant with agriculture. It can help them better to run their activities throughout the whole year, and they earn and improve even their ways of income. Then we
My name is Honorable Joseph Frederick. I'm the district speaker rather. I also represent persons with disabilities in the council, the main ones. The main reason why we did this is because Kiryandongo district being a young district, which is only 8 years old, we thought Soroti might be doing better in so many areas, but we did the year. We wanted to compare ourselves so that we can go back and make improvements.
For communities with sandy soils such as Mutunda, get prepared for a mobilization as Honorable Edith Aliguma Adieri is bringing the gospel of citrus growing so as she sees you prosper like the people of Soroti have done.
My name is Aliguma Edith Adieri. I'm the district vice chairperson in Kiryandongo. We realized that orange production is good on sandy soil. So for us as Kiryandongo district, most of our soils are alone, but we have two sub-counties, Masindi Port and Mutunda sub-county, where orange production does better. We feel that when we go back, we shall mobilize the community to get engaged in orange production so that they can also earn from it, progress in production, and do better things from oranges.
Dennis Dashan, the Assistant Chief Administrative Officer Kiryandongo, thanked the administration of Kiryandongo District Local Government under the leadership of David Wamburu Wasiche, the Chief Administrative Officer, for supporting the benchmarking program.
Having said that, I want to thank Kiryandongo District Local Government and the leadership of Wamburu David, the Chief Administrative Officer, who have ably supported this program to ensure that the district travel to Soroti and come and benchmark on those departments that are highlighted. I can also extend my sincere thanks to the team from Soroti for the warm welcome and for the support they have given us, especially the technical team, the head production and the session workers, and then also the principal assistant secretary who stood in for the chief administrative officer. He helped us in mobilizing the community and also mobilizing the head of the department to ensure that they give us information. Thank you very much, and really feel that the next time we can also invite them to come to Kiryandongo, also come and benchmark with Kiryandongo district. And to my team, I also want to thank the team that we have moved with. They exhibited cooperation, commitment to learn, and also appreciating what has been done. I must say the tour has been successful, and now we shall go back and really plan and lay what we have learned to council for adoption, and then we can put it in. We have seen that the person has been able to progress since 2006 when that program was introduced. We have noted that the community have been empowered, most of the farmers have been empowered, and through the empowerment have been able to move forward. And our focus will be going forward that we need to empower our farmers so that they can also progressively grow what they do. And also in the revenue mobilization, we have seen that when you compare their revenue base with that of Kiryandongo, they are really ahead of us. From the information we received, their revenue, the local revenue is 600 million, as opposed to one of Kiryandongo of 250 million. This has been attributed on a number of revenue sources that they have, and that one, among others, include the local service tax, which they have been effectively collecting, and two, on issue of strengthening and ensuring there's no revenue linkages. They also adopted the system of tendering revenue sources like 3 months, so that if someone has paid upfront for 3 months and has failed to comply, they can again be advertised 3 months, which makes it so effective in terms of collection and in terms of remittance.
Benchmarking is one of the key processes for successful implementation and monitoring of government programs for effective service delivery. This is the second time Kiryandongo District Local Government is benchmarking in Soroti District so as to establish how government programs are run, with the first time being in the year 2011 when Kiryandongo was just months old. Such benchmarkings greatly explain why Kiryandongo District is growing at a rapid pace compared to other districts created in the same financial year 2010-2011. Emmanuel Murungi, Kiryandongo District Local Government Communication Section.